So guys, on this video I'm going to be showing you 7 ways to make spiritual work for you. A lot of people have been complaining that spiritual remedies are not working for you. It's not that the spiritual remedies are not effective, but are you doing things that complies with the spiritual work? What are the things you're doing to make that spiritual work for you as well? Why is it that it's working for some, it's not working for some? There are some things you put in places for that spiritual work to work for you. You don't just use spiritual work like that and continue some certain things and you expect it to work for you. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to use it and also avoid a lot of things. So that is what we're going to talk about on this particular video. So if today is your first time tuning in or seeing my amazing face, you're highly welcome. Please do it by hitting on the red subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified that there is a new upload here on this channel. If this topic looks like what you love, please kindly give this video a thumbs up. That is the best way to support this amazing video. So without wasting too much time, like I said, I'll be giving you 7 ways to make sure your spiritual work or spiritual remedies continuously or consistently work for you. Just 7 ways. It's actually very simple. All you need to do is just follow rules and you're good to go. So number 1 is urination while you are bathing. A lot of people doing spiritual remedies, they will be bathing at the same time they'll be urinating. Urine on its own is powerful, but when doing spiritual remedies, you are not ought to do that. Yeah, I know this sounds new to a lot of people here on this channel. When you are urinating or when you are doing your spiritual remedies, you are not allowed to, as you're pouring water, you are also urinating as well. No. If you want to do urine remedies, that is fine. If you want to do spiritual remedies, please do it. If you want to do urine remedies, do it. Don't combine the two together. It doesn't work that way. If you're using spiritual remedies or using spiritual products, you are not expected to be bathing that same spiritual product and you're still urinating on yourself. This goes mostly to the ladies. Not just ladies, even men, they do it as well. So you just have to be careful in this particular one because I believe 80% of us falls under these categories. Now, number 2 is having sexual intercourse. I believe a lot of us already know that particular one, but some people still maintain in still doing it while doing spiritual remedies. If you are doing spiritual remedies or doing spiritual work, you are expected to avoid that particular thing. Yes, you expected to avoid it. That is the more reason it works for you even better. And also, whenever you are using spiritual products, that is why when some people use spiritual product, they will say, if I don't know that you have to avoid so thing, I don't know that you have to avoid so things. Now you know. You need to avoid having fun when you are doing spiritual remedies, except otherwise stated that you can continue. You understand? Now, number 3rd one is to avoid being on your period. I usually get a lot of this question, can I be on my period to do this particular remedy? The truth of the matter still remains that most spiritual remedies do not require you to be on your period before you do it. That is just the honest truth. The truth of the matter still remains that you are not supposed to be on your period, except otherwise stated that you can. But if it is not specified, just know that you are not supposed to be on your period while doing a particular work or while using spiritual products. Now, number 4th mistake we do while doing spiritual work is that a lot of us allow people to touch that particular spiritual product. Now, once it is charged, yes, once spiritual work is charged, once you started using it, you are expected not to allow people to touch it. No matter how clean or how pure you feel your sister or your brother might be, there might be some negative forces. There might still be some negative vibes in that person's body. Not literally for you, but it can just be within that particular person. And if they touch a particular product, it nullifies or neutralizes whatsoever that is in that particular product. So when you are using products or when you are doing spiritual remedies, you are asked to keep a particular spiritual item in your bedroom. You are expected not to allow people to touch it. That is why most times if I'm giving you some remedies, I will tell you, okay, keep it where nobody will see it. That is also one of the reasons you are allowed to touch it alone. Yes, you alone, especially when you started it. Trust you, don't allow different hands, different movements, no. You are expected to touch it just you, and you're also expected to use it alone. That's just it. Now, number 6th one is when doing spiritual remedies, don't substitute one particular item for the other. Yes, I usually get a lot of this particular message. If I don't have this one, what can I use to substitute it? If I don't have this one, what can I use to substitute it? We have different remedies on a particular topic or particular remedy that you can do aside from the one that you know that you cannot afford or you cannot buy. You cannot even see it in your country. Then there is other one that you can do within you, not necessarily that particular one. For example, you see when I will say, okay, use lime. Some people will say, if I don't have lime, can I use lemon? You see some people, you tell them, use lemon. They will say, if can I use lime? It is not done that way. The fact that they are similar does not mean they mean the same thing. Yes, it does not mean they mean the same thing. So please make sure once they say use lime, use lime. They say use 5 quantity, use 5 quantity. If they say 3 drop, use 3 drop. They say 1 drop, use 1 drop. If they say 7 times, use 7 times. Don't start one day and do 3 days or skip the remedy. If they say soak this particular remedy for 5 days, soak it for just that 5 days. Don't soak it beyond the 5 days. There is a reason for that particular talk. There's a reason for that particular spiritual word. But some of you will just leave it for 7 days. You say, okay, if can I still use it? I forgot, I traveled. When I now remember, you are not supposed to use it. The best thing that you should know is that you're going to start all over again in that particular spiritual remedies. Once you've exceeded it or you skip a part, you start all over again. The number 6 spiritual tips I will give you on this amazing topic is that whenever you're doing your spiritual remedy, speak out. Speak out, open your mouth and say what you want. If you're using spiritual product or you're doing spiritual work, it's expected for you to always speak out whenever you're bathing with that particular water or bathing with that particular soup or bathing with that particular mixture. You don't just bath with it silently or quietly. Even the Bible tells you that you need to ask before it will be given unto you. Not because God does not know that you need that particular thing, but you need to open your mouth and say what you want. Positive proclamation helps in spiritual remedies. Stop keeping to yourself. Some people just go and beat it quietly. They will keep praying in their mind. Praying in your mind is different from praying outside. It does not necessarily mean you must be shouting, but you are speaking loud. You are in a positive mindset, positive frame of mind, and you are also declaring positive things to yourself. You watch that positivity comes to you. Don't just take your bait or bait that particular remedy and just keep quiet. Or when you're using that particular remedy, for people that are doing attraction remedies, you're rubbing a particular cream, you're keeping to yourself. You're not supposed to keep to yourself. You will need to open your mouth and say what you want. You do not need to keep to yourself. Now, the last but not the least tips I'll bring on this topic. A lot of us, when baiting, you notice that whenever they're doing their spiritual work, they finish the water from that particular bucket. It is very wrong. If you are doing spiritual remedies, please do not finish your water from your bucket. Like the bucket you poured, probably you are doing urine remedy, you're not expected to finish the water. There's supposed to be little remaining. I know this one sounds strange to a lot of people because probably this is the first time that they are hearing this particular one. You must not finish that particular water from that particular bit. Whenever you are doing your spiritual work, you can be taking your bit normally, you can finish your water, no problem. But once you are doing spiritual remedies, you advise not to finish the water from the bucket. Do not even make that mistake. This is one of the problems that a lot of us are guilty of. So please, let's avoid all these things. And I believe spiritual remedies is going to work for you. Just have positive mindset. Believe. Because a lot of people do not even believe. They are doing, let me try my luck if it will work for me. Do not always do remedies on let me try my luck, whether it will work for me. If it work for me, thank God. If it did not work for me, praise God. No. Do not always have that mindset. Because once you have that mindset, it can never work for you. So always have the mindset that it must work for you. It must work for you. Even when you notice everywhere is kind of being tight, always have that mindset that it must work for you. Don't just stay one side and be hoping and say, let me try my luck. If it works, if it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It's spiritual, remember, and it is not juju. So it requires your positive energy to push that particular miracle to work for you. You don't just stay one place and assume, let me just do it. If it works, if it doesn't work. No. So always have that mindset as well. So guys, I don't want to talk too much on this particular topic. There's really a lot to talk about on this particular one because a lot of people are guilty of this, most of these particular ones. So as you're avoiding sexual intercourse, also avoid masturbation because a lot of people are guilty of this. A lot of people, whenever they are alone, they are already imagining negative things, forgetting that masturbation on its own is a negative spirit that spoils things on its own. You cannot be masturbating and you expect miracle to come. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So always make sure you have this positive mindset. Know what you're doing. Avoid having fun, avoid doing all sort of evil, have a positive mindset, learn how to talk. Don't just open your mouth wide and speak negative when you are doing spiritual remedies. Doesn't work. Always make sure your utterances every time or every period is positive. Anything you're saying is positive. Even when you're talking to someone, you don't have to insult somebody. You don't have sense. No, you have to have a positive mindset that particular time. Those particular frames, those, it just maybe 3 days, 7 days, you just have to have that particular state of mind or spirit. So guys, do this and come back with your testimony. I believe spiritual remedy is going to work for you after doing this particular remedy. So guys, we're actually done on today's video. I don't want to talk too much because our video is already long, but it is necessary. We're actually done on today's video. On this channel, we share health and spiritual tips. So if you like what you just watched, please kindly hit on the red subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified that there is a new upload on this channel. So I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye-bye and remain amazingly and beautifully blessed. Please remember to hit on the like button if you love what you just watched. So guys,